Hello and welcome to Efficient Strategy Gaming. Today we're going to be playing Germany on regular Iron Man mode with historical AI. So let's get into it here. I want to show you my tank template. The tank template, we're going to go with 18 width. So we're going to go all 18 width all the time. And unfortunately, we don't have enough hardness in this template in order to turn on blitz tactics, but it doesn't matter because our doctrine does not have blitz yet anyways. And what I'd rather do, I'd rather have the breakthrough tactic, but either of those would be nice. So the hardness is not going to play a factor, but we will have to manipulate this template to get the hardness up. And I think we're going to be able to do that. I know we're going to be able to do that with Mechanized right here. So when we get mech, we'll adjust the template, and then we should also be able to upgrade our doctrine. In the last video, I said I was going to do naval upgrades. We're going to hold off on that since war is going to happen right now. And I'm moving my fleet out here in front of Danzig to help with shore bombardment. We've stopped the training in the lower Baltic here, and we have convoy rating set up. And this is a very good point that we are going to be naval striking with our TACs. And we have one wing of naval bombers. And this is by design because all the battles should be saturated with our CAS 2 here. So it would be counterproductive to have the TACs in the battles because the AI will prioritize the TACs in the battles because of their range. And I got that information from the wiki that the aircraft, the air wing with the greater range past wherever the battle is will be prioritized for the battle. So we're going to keep the CAS, or I'm sorry, the TACs out of the battle and prioritize the CAS. So Danziger War just procced, and we will be going for around Maginot. Spies are getting the collab off. We have 51 days. So it's looking like a pretty historical time frame, except for the Battle of Poland should have been in September. So I'm going to wait for that collab to go off in the Netherlands before we do Battle of France. So let's see what's going on here. We've got our reserve converts over there. Let's go ahead and wait till midnight, and we'll declare war. UK should be sending a naval invasion through here, so we're going to have to watch out for that. And I hope I don't lose my fleet. If I do, that's going to be very bad. So we're going to have to pay attention to a lot of different things here. Okay, air is up. And then I just have some air wings up around Germany so that we don't get bombed by the Allies. The AI will now prioritize kind of bombing your infrastructure. You got to watch out for that. And then we'll see how these TDs hold up in the Battle of Poland. I think it's going to be great. Okay, so I don't see the enemy division, so I guess we overran. Can't really tell. Start steering these around. Already we have low supply. Let's get some supply planes up. We did not invest long-term in supply planes because they've kind of been nerfed down to the ground, where they're not as effective as just repairing and building infrastructure behind your armored spearhead. You can see right there, they prioritize bombing your infrastructure now. Do a little micro here. Let's keep this battle plan up. Although nothing's in it, just so that we maintain our planning bonus. Don't want to disrupt that bonus. Let's snake these guys over here. Okay, let's see how this works. Oh, wow. And they jumped out in front of me real quick. Okay, got an encirclement. We're going to head into Poznan. And this is just melting everything on our path. No naval invasion yet. See, I'm going to have to keep this guy here. But so far, so good. We are melting our opponents. The AI. Okay, got into Warsaw. Let's move along this rail line. Head down to low. Okay, he secured Poznan, no problems. And the meta previously was to simply encircle the enemy because you would get their guns, and now Paradox turned that down a bit. So if you've got an encirclement, you might as well just finish him off, in my opinion, because you do not net that many guns. Okay, the capital moved to Danzig. Get a few attacks in here. It'd be nice to get into Grodno. Okay, we got some free dockyards. I would really like to get more meat shields for my Navy. That would be awesome. And we're having massive rubber problems. Oh boy. Okay, so what I'd like to do here is prioritize trucks. And then we'll kind of see what our next move is here. We're building a lot of refineries. Obviously not enough. So we'll have to figure that out a little later. And once we take Grodno, it should be over. These light tanks, the light TDs with the cannons on them, seem to work great. I'm really liking them. It's a pretty good Danziger war here. Really, no complaints. That was very quick. So this tank design, this tank destroyer design is paying off. We got the Flammpanzer 2A. I just made it cheap. See, the cost is only 7. I still have the 2-man turret. I upgraded the radio and gave him a bunch of machine guns so we could get a little more soft attack. But maybe the machine guns aren't even worth it. If I take the machine guns out, we're removing like very little soft attack, and then we can produce a lot more of these. Let's go with that. Those machine guns did not do anything. And then the support flame tank gives you a lot of different bonuses. Let's go review that real quick. Okay, light flame tank company, forest 15%, hills 5%, mountain 5%. I don't know like how this bonus is applied to the divisions exactly. If this is just the division that you put them in gets a raw percent to attack, movement, all these things, but these are pretty huge bonuses for a little light tank. So the stats on the tank aren't going to matter as much as having the company in your division template. So the plan here is to get the flame companies in everything. You can see we have Logi 2 in all the templates, and that will be necessary. But here's our tank template. It's actually a TD template. And I don't really care about breakthrough, which is defense on the offense, and armor. These are glass cannons. I just want to run through the enemy. We can replace our losses because they're so cheap. The cost is like 10 or something like that. So it shouldn't be that much of a problem. Let's upgrade the doctrine. And let's move everything over for the Battle of France. Okay, so Guderian's going to get a battle plan on Luxembourg here. We'll take everyone out of that battle plan and just move everyone up right there. Dietrich can go into Belgium. Von Weiss over here in Amsterdam area. Oh, Dietrich was already on the line. Whoops. That was almost a huge mistake. We'll put Rommel in Belgium, where he was historically with the Ghost Division. And then I guess Witzelben can defend the coast. What are we hitting over here? Subs? English Navy's in the Baltic. We're already taking out subs. I wonder if they're going to stay over here. Let's start to split these guys up a little bit. Oh, I overstacked. Okay, so everyone should start to move across here. And then what I've noticed now is the AI likes to do cheeky naval invasions. So we're going to protect against that with Von Weiss. The only general that really matters, I guess they're all field marshals now, is Guderian. Where you put the other ones with the infantry don't really matter. They're all going to kind of do the same thing. They're all going to be equally as effective. So don't worry about it as much. And we have massive amounts of air power here. It's feeling really strong. Let's take these guys off orders, just move them up. The supply planes worked fine, I guess. Really wasn't that big of a deal. Let's move our Navy just closer. And then if these guys are repaired, they can go out on convoy raiding in the Baltic as well. Just want to make sure that they're ready for Sea Lion. Yes, we will do a Sea Lion. So everything's moving around. This is looking okay. And we're looking for these rail guns that we can use once we go east to Barbarossa. Okay, getting some convoys, not really hitting anything else over here. So let's switch up tactics. They're still bombing us in Poland. Okay. We can try to remedy that. Let's put up some fighter defenses. And then let's see if we can get him in the North Sea. I don't know. I was playing with Pigeon the other day. You can check out his channel. It's got a really good guide, content, short format channel. And this was a lot easier because he was able to micro the air while we did all these invasions. And that was pretty fun, playing co-op. Playing co-op with your friends, good idea. Okay, so we're going to partition Poland, so now I don't have to occupy all this. We should change this. Okay, it's already with horse. That's perfect. We have no deficit on equipment, really. And Hungary, you're not going to join the war. Sorry, bro. Massive deficit in rubber. Let's get some aluminum from Italy, and we're gonna have to think about where we're gonna get tungsten from. Sweden? That good Swedish tungsten? Italy can give us some steel. And we just do not have a lot of civs right now, because we're trading so much. Okay, so we're tagging some subs over there in the North Sea. I'm liking that. See if we can step these guys up just one more. And then let's get these guys over in Kiel. They weren't hitting anything in the Baltic, so I don't think it really matters. Okay, getting those subs down. December 22nd. I guess we could wait a month for the Battle of France. And then just kind of micro the air in the meantime. Okay, these guys aren't really hitting anything, so we'll move them over to where it looks like we're going to be more successful. And they are really bombing our infrastructure here. Let's halt all the CAS missions. It's not really that important. Let's make sure that we're defending Germany here. The fatherland. Okay, that's looking a little better. So we'll trade in the air with them a bit. We're already at war with France. And so we should be able to go Operation Westerübung. And then we could possibly make Amtracs if we want to. I think it would be a good idea. Help us on the Eastern Front, cross rivers, cross the Stalin line. Doesn't matter as much because the AI doesn't hide over a river like you do in multiplayer games. Okay, we're upgrading all those guns, and then we can modify the government here. Heinrich Himmler would be nice to have. We're having a little bit of stability issues. Let's go with Joseph Goebbels. That's going to increase daily fascism support, and then thus increasing stability because of party popularity. And we're just increasing our doctrines here, grinding air XP, trading, and we should be trading better than the allies. We're taking out their subs, prepping a sea lion, and just kind of, yeah, wait until we get that collab off. We got 3 collabs on France, and you're going to see the power of that after we're done, because compliance is going to be quite high. Okay, and that collab just got off. We'll see how the AI adjusts here. I have a feeling they're going to take everything and put it in the Benelux area. So again, we're saturating the front with CAS, not the tax, because they have the better ground support, attack value. Okay, all those guys are doing their thing. Let's go ahead and deck against the Netherlands after I make sure this collab is completed. Let's micro the spies into place. We'll get one in jolly old England here. We'll get a couple just preparing for that invasion. And unfortunately, we're late with the cryptology on the UK. It's going to be 79 days. So we'll see how that works. Okay, Von Weiss is going to come in against the Netherlands. We'll take the Netherlands first. Let's make sure that we have aggressive battle plans, and let's also make sure that we have motorization priority. It's probably why we're seeing the red jerry can in Poland. And my new philosophy about Hearts of Iron 4 is it's us against the jerry can. That's the game here, boys. Do not see red jerry can and you win the game. You beat red jerry can, you win the game. That's why we're going with light, cheap tank destroyers. The tank destroyers are a little easier to supply than even light tanks. And then, boom. Here you see that they're coming in with this naval invasion that's going to fail horribly. So what I can do here is shut the door on them by convoy raiding over here in the North Sea. Hopefully I don't lose all my subs. Okay, I see some red jerry can over here in the Netherlands. And we're going to get Von Weiss up on the line as quickly as possible. Okay, so we got Westerubung off. What should we go for next? Let's go for Army Innovations 2. That's going to give us a bonus to mech. Let's get Von Weiss up on the line here against Belgium. And I'm doing this stepwise on purpose so that we can go into Belgium and then attack the extended Maginot line all at once. That's going to be very important because France is going to try to balance out here, and we're actually going to attack into the Maginot line so that they're not able to do that. I do not want to bring in Italy yet because we're going to lose some territory down here in Vichy, France. Let's get all of our forces nicely spread out here up on the line as quickly as we can. I guess we could use a staff office plan, but we're not. And the situation in the air has changed. Uh-oh. Okay, take these guys off. Get out of there. Do not engage. Okay. So hopefully they get out of that. And then we should be harassing them greatly over here. Check out this naval battle. Hopefully I don't lose all my subs, but if not, no big deal. Okay, so these haven't gotten in yet. Do we lose all those? Oh boy. Oh boy. Look at all the air we have up though. So that was a mistake taking the subs out. I'm not gonna take out my navy here. That's just too much to handle. And even though we don't have everyone on the line, let's just get in there. So Rommel's gonna attack and Von Weiss. Let's try to take out France as quickly as possible here. So we're going to deck. Just getting involved. These tanks should be able to just go right into France. With Pigeon the other day, like, we decked France before we even got Belgium. It's pretty cool. Let's make up a backup battle plan over here. Just opening up tiles for supply, and then these guys aren't balancing out. Maybe the troops are on the way. Okay, that's a little scary. Huh, they got us pinned over here. That's weird. Let's balance this out. Oh, did Rommel's battle plan disappear? Okay, Rommel, let me show you where you're going, bro. You're going a long way. You need to start attacking, my friend. And then we'll hit up Paris and then get Calais and we'll be good. See how fast this guy can go. Division's coming out of nowhere here. See if we can cut him off, get around the backside here. Tank destroyers are doing work. Okay, we got 3 more tanks over here that I wasn't even utilizing. Got to move up the air, got to be very careful, very systematic. Let's get these guys up in Belano. So we're going to have a little pain for a second here. Did my sub fleet get out? How many subs did they destroy here? 10? Okay. We can handle those losses. It's all good. Okay, so that's going to glitch out. Some improvements for Paradox to make. Okay, and then where did my sub fleet go? Don't tell me it's gone. We have a decent amount of subs. Could actually upgrade subs, but let's not worry about that right now. Oh, okay, so the sub fleet is right there. Let's start walking these boys over to where they need to get to become sea lions. So hopefully they don't get caught out over there. And the question that I have is, are we still going to be taking out the English Navy over here, or did they move to the coast? I'm assuming they moved to the coast. So let's try to follow up here. I overstacked. Okay, and these guys probably aren't doing anything. Let's move them up. We'll start trying to attack the English Navy here. Okay, Riem would be a huge supply hub. That would be much appreciated if we got that. Let's not allow these guys to move. Let's attack Sedan. Get these guys going here. Brussels would be a nice pickup if we could get that pretty quickly. I'm not seeing red jerry cans anywhere, so we are winning the red jerry can war here. Let's get all these divisions maneuvered around. Okay, Rommel, you need to move up as quickly as possible. Von Weiss, you need to move up as quickly as possible. There's not really that many battles in the Belano anymore. Getting Calais, the airport there, will be crucial. Not overstacked there. These airports would be nice to have. Okay, got all the cast going. And then I want to make sure that my tacks are on port strike. Navs on port strike there. Okay, the air is as good as I can make it right now, so... Okay, almost into Calais. Melted. Absolutely melted. This is great. Okay, looks like my Navy went past. Subs are there. Liking that. Starting to bomb over there. Maybe taking the attacks actually over here would be better. Okay, we have Calais. Okay. Let's move this whole stack up to here. Got a little airport there to exploit. See if we can't get some air superiority over France. Okay, they left Bellano. And for some reason, they're over here in Western Germany. Okay, we got control of the sky, so we're going to see that that's going to help us on the ground a lot more as well. Let's get those tank destroyers on the move. Just start taking big bites out of France here as quickly as we can. These guys need to be attacking. We need to be moving. Can't get stuck. These light tanks are performing well. We'll see if we can't get into Paris here. Ah, they got guys in Paris. That's okay. No upgrades on the field marshals. Let's move this guy over to this airport right here. That would be nice to have. Oh, they got a guy over there already. Let's check out the air war. Okay. Not too bad. We could move these guys up. And we are just slaughtering the navies, the allied navies in the English Channel here. This is great. This is going to set up our Sea Lion. Do we get an airport right there? Nice. Okay, and it can hold 2,000. That's amazing. Let's slam everything into here, and then we're really going to start to roll. You're going to see the power of the German Air Force here. I think we take Paris and it's over. Anyways. Red? What just happened? Dude, what do they got over here? Oh my goodness. Wow, that's a lot. Okay, we need to cap them real quick. Okay, they should be capped. There we go. Establish Vichy, France. And then we don't have to occupy it. 30,000 guns. Much appreciated there. And then we need to set up on Weiss for an invasion on Dover. It will be a contested invasion, I am sure. We're just going to pick the closest naval route. These companies are all chatted out with the AA and everything. AA logic companies. So they should do very well. get Guderian's forces over to Ghent, and then we'll follow up. Von Weiss is pretty much the man when it comes to supply. He's got a supply of 4. Not sure anyone else has better supply than that, than Von Weiss. Dietrich is equal. That's kind of nice. So let's have Dietrich set up for the invasion in Dieppe. He can actually split his forces in half, and we can come over from Rotterdam. And then we need to extend von Witzelben's line over here. Not sure why that's showing red. Okay, we already have Czechoslovakia. We need to take out these pesky little divisions. Who's close? They're probably going to take those out. Let's take like half of your guys, move them over here. And then we got military factories. So let's take a look at what the 3 collabs did to France. Average compliance of all core states, 100%. We have 100% compliance, which means there are 609 resources. You're able to access only 37.3% of those resources and 35% of the factories. And that's with 100% compliance. Okay. So this would have been a lot less, I'm assuming, if we didn't have 3 collabs. Let's micro the trade here. Don't need as much steel because we got it. And we're not going to trade for rubber. I'm too afraid of them convoy raiding us. Looks like we got some of that aluminum. Our fuel's looking okay. And then we can't build any more planes, unfortunately. So going down on planes would be a must. Let's get this down to a territory that's a little more realistic. Like, let's get down to like 30 planes and then like 10 CAS, something like that, to where we're actually producing CAS again. 3 CAS. Put those down at the bottom. So now we only have to, we have an 18 rubber deficit there. Let's go up on Flammpanzer. And what else are we having a deficit in? We should have plenty of guns, so don't need to worry about guns. We could give the artillery over to Japan, hopefully grind out a little bit of XP, and it will just be a little bit. It will not be that much at all, if it's worth it at all. Okay, we got 300 Fighter 2s in the stockpile, so we're winning the air quite handily. I don't think we need to go up on gun whatsoever. Yeah, let's go like 17 Flammpanzer, and that should be good. Get some steel, get some tungsten. Don't have to give up as many civs for the aluminum. That glitched? What the heck is that? Get some steel from Vichy, France. Okay, economy looks good. Rommel's boys are getting into place. Let's make sure that we spread out all of our air here. Don't those there's 1,000 casts too. Doesn't that look just awesome? Oops, we don't need that many. And the tricky AI here. Okay. So we're going to have to put these guys up in the Belano. And then they're attacking Western Germany as well. Spread out a little bit more. Provisional Government of Free France. Never accept that. They take that off? Okay, now Belano's having a problem. Playing a little game of cat and mouse here. I don't like it. Okay, something like that should be good, and we still have more free military factories. Oh boy. I don't even think we need to go up on armored car. We don't need to go up on flat cannon. How much of a deficit? We have 10K support equipment. Jeez. I guess we'll just build more tanks. Whoa, did something happen? How do we get that many more mills? Oh, so this increased 99%, 98%. So we get 98% of the resources, 99% of the factories. So for some reason, that just changed. See if the trade needs to change at all. Wow, that was amazing. And then we're getting convoy rated from Italy. Okay. But not from Vichy, France. So we could get steel from them. Norway steel. Let's see. Tungsten. Let's see if this gets rated. We're not going to be involved in Yugoslavia at all. We'll just bite the bullet and get the rest of the tungsten from USSR. Okay, and that's looking pretty good. When von Weiss's... Oh, boy. Snaking. When von Weiss's amphibious assault is ready, we're just going to go. No port strikes. That's interesting. And it looks like we need to balance this out again. And they still are attacking Western Germany. Okay. So we just got to find out what this sweet spot is here. Not doing this micro very efficiently, that's for sure. Okay, this is more central. And now they're up in the Belano. Nice. Oh, this micro. Okay. That should be okay for now. And then we're going to have to change it once we sea lion. What are we doing here? 2 ships passing in the night. Let's go. The English are kindly feeding me a division over here. It's like their target is probably Paris. And then we could have Rommel just line up to make sure there's no meme invasions. Okay, we got Brest. As long as I don't see red, I'm going to be pretty happy with that. Oh, they're Logi striking us. Okay, so we could get more air doctrine here. Let's go with formation flying, air support, superiority, mission efficiency. That should help us in the air. And then it looks like we can get some land doctrine. Not yet. Free dockyards, yet again. I think we have plenty of trains. 316, so it shouldn't be that much of an issue. And we've got AT that I may or may not use. If we're having problems in Barbarossa, we'll use it. So let's start Lend-Lease and just give them all the artillery that we're not going to use. Maybe we can grind some army XP out of it. That's AT, I believe. The French, famous French 75s. And Paradox made a button. Thank you, Paradox. I love this button. It's my favorite button. There we go. So much artillery to Japan. And this is looking pretty quiet along the Western Front here. Maybe they know. Let's take off the port strike. They know that they're just going to get fly swatted if they go over there. Take off port strike. Okay, let's see if we can start touching up. Touching up their navy a little bit here. Oh, that seems to be much better positioning. If I get that Cass over here, I like this a lot better. God, I don't even know what to do with the factories, to be honest with you guys. 75 on tank should just be plenty. We get 30 on Flammpanzer. I don't know. I don't even know what to do with the mills at this point because we don't have enough rubber. Let's see if getting these guys more central can help out. Okay, they've switched strats on us here. But they're still bombing Western Germany. See who they're convoy raiding. Oh, from Romania? Why is Romania... Ugh, yuck. Romania's not using the land route. Just get some oil from the Soviets. Okay, post Rommel up along the coast here. Something like that should be good. Nice and spread out. And Von Weiss is almost ready to go. Okay, no upgrades on the field marshals. This little invasion's looking like it's ready to go. Backup invasions are ready to go. Okay. We're going to put the Navy out on naval invasion support right here. Looks like we're going to get that very easily. And then the subs are going to make sure to convoy raid and not allow the English Navy or the English ground forces to move around. Okay. Okay, that procced right off the bat. Looks like the Dutch subs are Looking for some kills here. They're not getting any. Naval invasion not caught out. I like how the fleet supports the amphibious assault. Makes complete sense. That's really cool how they added that. I really appreciate that. Let's go for some amphibious mechanized forces. And then we can swap to this. It will make it super cheap to get out. Lower the production cost. Reliability is down. I don't really care. We just need to get a lot of those out all at once. Let's get like 25 going, something like that. And the Flammpanzer can go down to like 25 as well. So all the new mills that we get will go over there. Oh, and it costs rubber. Darn it. Okay, air manufacturing is going to take a hit for a while here. And we're going to need more refineries. Okay, we can modify the government. Let's up our conscription law to extensive conscription. You forget to do that, that can be quite painful. Okay, we got an opening, we got an airport. Let's get the CAS in. Let's slam the CAS in with a couple of fighters. Yeah, this whole stack. Just the whole stack. It's going to be great. And then these guys need to fly missions over England. Let's have one guy go for London. I don't know if he's going to get it. And then we can attack from the land as well. We'll have these guys head over here. Do not want these orders. Everyone has manual orders. And we got it. Okay, so let's follow that invasion up as quickly as we can. They already got someone in London. If we get Portsmouth, that's going to be the bigger port. See if we can't cap the allies here real quick. Gonna prioritize going for the airports. Let's get on the other half of the Thames there. That'd be a better position to attack from. And I just want to make sure that the CAS is doing a lot of work here. Let's get control of those skies. Okay, we could get 300 more over there. They still want to get the Benelux. Do we get caught out? Maybe a plane attacked a convoy I didn't really see. I didn't catch that. Let's get everything else across. Should be enough. These guys get touched up real bad, huh? Oh, did I have them on do not engage? Let's engage at low risk. My bad. Repair priority high. Okay, let's see what they can do. The English ground forces should be displacing all over the place, and I just remember we didn't even bring in Italy. Might not even need them. And that would draw forces away from the British home island here. But I don't even know if we need it. If we could just land right here. That would be amazing. Go, boys, go. Okay. The TDs are down. Let's get them into London post-haste. And this is where the magic's going to happen. Let's get all of Witzlebin's men up here on the line. See if that offensive line works. Bunch of tentacles over there going in every direction. I love it. Okay, if that guy's gonna leave there, that would be amazing. I don't know why he would leave there, but if he does, that would be great. Just walk right out of that port. I'll take that port. Okay, they did leave. Let's take half of these tanks. Just go for another airport. We're not having supply issues. Knock on wood. I don't want to screw those guys up. Maybe if I gave them an order, they wouldn't do what I wanted, so let's just put them on this order. It's fine. We can attack south there, get that out of the way, and then go elsewhere. And then you guys should be doing land grabs. Not allowing them to move. Let's get over to that airport and make sure that we have all the CAS. All the CAS. Okay, this guy really isn't doing anything, so we can move him up. I don't think they're doing anything with these guys. And we just have a lot of control here. A lot of control with all this CAS. Let's see if we could get another CAS out of the stockpile. It doesn't look like it. Because we're not building... We're not replacing our CAS because of our rubber problems. Oh, they got medium tanks. Well, I got something for you guys. We planned for this eventuality. We should be able to pierce here. They cannot pierce us, surprisingly enough. And the tank is in reserve right now, so I can't see. Okay, checking for promotions. No promotions on the field marshals. Let's get these boys attacking up. Attack from two directions, as you do. Just keep these guys moving up. And one thing, guys, if you can make these battle plans on the fly, kind of like I'm doing, just like clicking around, it's real nice. So that's D-tricked. Real nice if you can learn that skill. Just kind of micro the UI a bit here. Take the remainder of these guys, put them on that battle plan. And just keep rolling along here. You know, you shouldn't be sitting here thinking about every move too much. Just gotta keep them moving in the direction of their capital. And then, okay, this guy looks trapped, but maybe this guy's in a convoy. So maybe my subs can do work, or maybe we lost all of our subs. I don't know. But we're definitely going to be able to replace those subs. We're playing historically, so Barbarossa is not going to be till later. June 41. Still got a lot of time. Might even do North Africa. I'm not sure. It's going to be a lot of fun, though. Did they escape, or did they just all die? I think they all died. Let's see if I can pierce that medium tank there. That's what I want to know about. Okay, everything's moving up real nice. course, you got a micro there. I don't know what's over there. Let's get some Cass up there. We got green bubbles up there. We should give them Cass. And then, sure enough, they just start melting. And in these situations, I like to prioritize the air. Taking the enemy airports. Let's catch up on this. I don't think we need any more tanks. Our rubber deficit is really bad. I guess we could build more guns just because I don't know what else to build. But our tanks will get that mech, and then the mech, I want to get enough mech in our division templates. Let's go this. Oh, we can't. We have to control Luxembourg. Let's align Hungary and start doing that stuff. I just want enough mech so that we could get the hardness over 50% in our tank division so that we qualify to use Blitz and what was the other one? Shock Tactic? No, it's not Blitz. It's Blitz and Breakthrough Tactics, which requires the division to have 50% hardness to be able to use those tactics. Subs are just kind of hanging out. Looks like one of the fleets died. I guess it doesn't really matter. We're not having problems here. Okay, got to move these guys up a little. Just do it fast and dirty. We need to just absolutely saturate this area. It always impresses me how much air the Allies can get out. It's pretty crazy. Okay, as soon as we take Glasgow, we should be good to go and then have a bit of a peace conference here. And I hope you guys are enjoying this. So I'm playing a little slower on purpose because I want to show you guys every click, but I want to show you how methodical the pace, and so that maybe you could pick up some of the little techniques that I do. I am using my left hand to flip through all the screens, and my right hand obviously is just to edge scroll and right click, left click on everything, you know? So it looks like we got some trains, some guns. Ooh, strap bombers. Light tank chassis. We get 300, so we can convert those maybe. 108k fuel. That's going to be good. So let me show you how I do the peace treaties. I guess we get everything. For some reason, did they do a landing behind us? How do they get Poland? Oh, no. Poland's part of the Allies. Never mind. Poland joined the Allies. So what we'll do here is, like the Dutch East Indies, we can puppet. The Netherlands, we could take all states. Belgium, we could satellite Rwanda in Burundi. Satellite Zaire, and then take all states. Does that work? No, I think take all states kicked out the satellites. They're going to improve this. I'm not sure if it kicked out the satellites, so let's readjust this. Let's satellite Suriname in Antilles. Let's do the satellites first. Okay, we don't want any satellites in Free France, so I could take all those states. Poland, we're going to take all states. Can pass a few times. Okay, we got the Dutch East Indies as a puppet. Could take all the Belgium states now, and then what we want is the 2 satellites with India, British Raj, and Malaya. God, they got a lot of stuff going on here. Okay. So where is it? Satellite British Malaya, satellite British Raj, and then so those will be puppets. And then if we could do Egypt. We'll just take some of the cores. So we got the 2 big ones over here. The 2 big puppets in the Southeast Asia. Let's take some of the home islands here. And then we'll puppet off the rest of the UK. If I can find the button here. Okay, perfect. So that'll give them like parts of Africa and islands all over the world. And that's how I do my Peaks conference. So as you can see, you have quite a few puppets here that you could draw resources from fairly cheaply. Our rubber problems are now over. So what we can do is adjust our trade. Just want to show you guys this real quick. Don't need to trade with the Soviets anymore. Let's see if we can get tungsten from someplace better. Malaya, apparently. And our economy is just going to be out of control here. It's going to be great. Get some rubber from Malaya. So all those civs that we're using for trade go back to us. And some of our puppets, like the Dutch East Indies, are oil-rich nations. Oh, it looks like the UK has enough oil, so we won't need to lend-lease them oil. And that's looking really good. So let's take a look at the construction screen here. We're not going to need to trade for oil anymore, so we can go down on this. No more freaking out there. We're going to let everything that got bombed just free construct. And then what we need to do is make sure that we're ready for Barbarossa. So I'm going to max all the infrastructure along the Barbarossa front and leading up to Germany here. And then we can even prioritize that. And then pretty much all these mills are not going to come out because we're going to be upgrading the infrastructure so much. That's going to come out pretty quick, and we don't need these. So we'll upgrade all that infrastructure. And pretty much as we go into Barb, we'll be upgrading infrastructure as well. So let me just make this look a little cleaner and just delete all this, because we may not even have an opportunity to build all this, because we're just going to be repairing infrastructure the whole time. Let's go off of this, and then let's immediately head down to war with the USSR. So that's going to be 140 days. If we manually justified... Oh, okay, that's right. We have to wait till 41. So we have to wait till June 41. So we have a year, and then we can't cancel the non-aggression pact until August 25th. Okay, so we've got some time, at least 360 days. So we could go here. Okay, let's reverse back to building infrastructure. And then you know what? We're probably going to have enough time. I want enough infrastructure to go high castle. So let's build across here as well to Brittany. That's weird. Why do we have that much of a deficit in trucks? We build that many trucks. Get a little bit more mech going. This is fine. And then we'll get the Cypher going on Soviet Union. That'll be completed by Barb. And we're looking really strong. The spies are probably just going to get caught. So what we'll do is distribute them around our puppets territory. Or the occupied territories, rather. And we'll try to root out some resistance. There's some problem areas there, and that'll help quite a bit. The other thing that we could do is we could get some manpower. Request garrison support. 330k manpower should be enough to occupy all of our territories. So that's good news. And then this should be filling up here. We don't have deficits on anything. What I could do is give me the Schnell Division template. And let's take out the equipment 2 out of the Schnell Division template. And let's make sure that it's occupied over here. Okay, that way the occupation forces don't have access to the level 2 infantry equipment. Okay, we should get the level 2 pretty quick here. All right, Dora's coming along, so we should get a few rail guns out. And we'll upgrade the doctrines here. And that's about it. All right, guys. Well, thanks for joining me on this longer video. And if you made it the whole way, thank you so much. That really means a lot to me. That helps out the YouTube algorithm. The next video will be Barbarossa, where I think we will just flatten the Soviets. And this has been an absolutely fun as well as enlightening playthrough here, because these light tank destroyers are working out great. We're not having supply issues with them. We're churning out a lot of them, and they're able to melt enemy infantry, and they're not even getting pierced, even though the armor is just 10. So that low armor value, we've basically min-maxed this division here to just get enough armor to where we're not pierced, just get enough breakthrough to where we don't lose a lot of these tanks, and we have, you know, triple the soft attack of our infantry division. We have hard attack, we have piercing, so we can deal with enemy armor. This kind of does everything, and then we're going to turn on the hardness so that we have access to those better templates. The better battle plans from the generals. So just by doing that, we have 51% hardness, and that division template should really turn on with the blitz and breakthrough tactics that we now have access to. All right, guys, I'll see you on the next one.